Morning, guys. Rod, just checking in on this morning of March 18th. Hope and pray again you've had a great weekend with your people and worshiping and serving Christ together. Just a quick announcement to share that Dave Bond graduated to heaven this morning about 6 a.m. Thank you so much for praying. Continue to pray for Donna and all the family, and now for the church family. He leaves at Sierra Baptist Oakdale, where he was pastoring. Thank you. Dave was just a spark plug always for Christ and a neat personality. And I had the personal privilege and blessing of knowing David for about 25 years. In fact, in Los Banos, he became our worship leader there at the church when we were all serving Christ together there at Calvary Baptist. So that, please pray for them. Thank you so much. And then again, March 30th, coming up in 2 Saturdays, is missions training for our children's leaders. For if you have existing missions programs or want to start one, this is taking place at First Southern Baptist Series, 9 o'clock in the morning, that Saturday morning, March 30th, being conducted by our state convention to give our churches the materials, resources, how to do it, different types of missions programs, but rivaling what some of us used to know as RAs and GAs, how we can instill into our children them understanding they are called to be missionaries for Christ. And so, with that, also, if I can say, April 28th is our mid annual meeting for our association, again at First Southern Baptist Waterford. 5 o'clock, it's a free supper together for us to share that fellowship time. Then, 6 o'clock, the program that evening. And we are sharing the future of our association and what God is beginning to put together of a work together we can do to see the resurgence of our churches and their growth, and also how we can extend God's kingdom through a farm system, allowing us to serve existing churches and to plant new churches from a posture of going out from healthy churches. That said, I'm going to be reviewing over these next 5 weeks what is the farm system as to those 5 components: calling out the called, internships, mentor coaching, formal studies, and being sent out. That first one, calling out the called, is not something new to us as Southern Baptists. L.R. Scarborough, the first one that really led the campaign that led to the cooperative program in 1920 to 1925, and who served as the second president of our Southwestern Seminary, Fort Worth. His life was all about that. Actually, 5,000 young people responded to the call of God as he was sharing the vision of the cooperative program with our Southern Baptist churches 100 years ago. There's even a book written about his life called Calling Out the Call. It's just simply recognizing that God is always calling out young men under the sound of our current preachers, because God's always done that and is always doing that. And so, calling out the call is our being sensitive to the stirrings of God in young men's lives. When I say young men, that's anybody from teenage on up. And our stewarding that work of God, of how we can then plug them in to internships, mentor coaching, formal studies. And then when they're ready to be placed into ministry, sending them out with sustained mentor coaching. So that's the calling out the called component of those 5 elements that make up the farm system. We'll be talking more about that on April 28th together. God bless you. Have a great week ahead. All right, bye.